From the very beginning, God gave humanity a beautiful home, a land of peace, provision, and purpose. But through disobedience, that land was lost. This is the story of God's faithfulness, how we, as His children, are heirs of promises, and yet prisoners of hope, trusting in His plan to restore what was lost from Eden to the Promised Land, and ultimately to eternal inheritance through Jesus Christ. God appointed Adam and Eve as rulers of the earth. They lived in the Garden of Eden, enjoying all that God had provided. But when they disobeyed, they were cast out, and humanity lost its dominion over the land. God's plan to restore humanity began with Abraham. He promised him and his descendants a small piece of land, Canaan. From this small beginning, God's promise would grow until His glory filled the whole earth. God said,
"To your descendants I will give this land."
Just as Adam and Eve did not earn Eden, Israel did not earn the Promised Land. It was God's gift. Israel lived as tenants, and God was the true owner. He provided rain, harvest, and protection. Their rent was obedience, a matter of relationship and faith. When Joshua grew old, God commanded him to divide the land, including unconquered territories. The land was theirs, but effort was required. Victory came not by human strength, but by God's power. Today, just as Israel could not earn the land, we cannot earn salvation. Yet God calls us to live in obedience and gratitude. God set laws to care for the land, the Sabbath year and the Jubilee. The Sabbath year allowed the land to rest, while Jubilee returned property to families, restoring fairness. This reflects the gospel's purpose, to show God's grace equally to all people. Disobedience led Israel to exile in Babylon. Yet God promised restoration, a permanent inheritance, and a king from David's line. Jesus fulfilled this promise through His life, death, and resurrection. He assures us of eternal inheritance in Him. All God's promises find their yes. Through Jesus, the land lost in Eden is restored forever. We now walk in blessings, and one day our feet will step into the ultimate promised land, a place of eternal peace and joy. As heirs of promises and prisoners of hope, we trust God's faithfulness. From Eden to Canaan, from exile to Christ, His plan remains unbroken. We obey, we trust, and we wait, knowing that our inheritance is secure in Him.